For the X, I'm running 5 for common that lets you draw when you suspend one Digimon by one of your effects. This is good because every time you do analyze combo, we are going to draw from this. And the 50 egg because I'm running Nim on the deck. It gives 2000 extra DP if you have another green Digimon. So again, when you're doing alliance, you are going to have another Digimon, so extra DP is very nice. For the level 3s, I'm running each of the searcher ones, so they both play search something, a 2-color Digimon. The most important thing here is the inherited that lets you digivolve when you do alliance. This is the core of the deck. I also run 2 of this one. This one gives extra DP when you suspend each for alliance or another effect. And it also has the semi-inherited effect as the other ones. So it's one extra option for the bridging area. These are the ones that you always want to push in raising. Next, I run two of these because they are more situations. This one I already talked about. Lopmon lets you do the double alliance comp. Basically, if you have a level 4 in the very area and you play this, use this to give this alliance. Since he already has alliance on the card, you can attack, do alliance once, digivolve, then use this to play another one, do the second alliance, and then digivolve again. So you can do a lot of cool things with this. And finally, the last rook is Lopmon X. This card doesn't seem to do very much at first glance, but when you start to analyze what it does a lot here, in fact. First, you can devolve it on top of a Lopmon, so either this or this, or 0. When you do that, you can discard one card from your hand to give 3000 GP to one of your cards. So in some circumstances, it acts as a placeholder for this. It's a way to make your attack safer. It also has the inherited to draw a card when you play one of your Digimon, so if you build the stack here and play something, you're going to have extra draw powered. And one of the things that is actually very obvious but is very good is that, let's say you are building a stack on the side here, and then you're going to use this alliance. Having the Lopmon X on top of this makes this effect active. So when you do the alliance, not only can you digivolve with this stack, but you can also digivolve this one for free into the level 4. Because this reduces by 2 and the level 4 costs 2. So it's a way to start building a second stack very cheaply. For the level 4s, let's start with this because they are easier to explain. So, 4 of these, they both have alliance on the main effect. And the purpose of this is basically to do the double alliance combo I commented, because then you have the alliance of the card and the alliance given by the Lopmon. And they also have their inherited effects that are slightly different. So this one gives end of attack minus 2000 GP to one of a Digimon. Useful to remove small bodies that can be left over after you attack. Or for instance, sometimes you hit a security, there is a scramble in there, and they play a small Digimon, and you can use this to kill it. And this one, which I like a bit more, end of attack, you can get one green Digimon from trash and add it back to your hand. So mid to late game, this becomes very useful because you start recovering the cards that you used on your previous stacks from other turns. But the best level 4 in the deck is definitely this one. It looks strange at first because his effect is when you're digivolving to it. So let's say you get out of raising and you have a level 3 on board, or you play one with Double Typhoon. You can evolve into this. His effect is going to delete your level 3 and then play it back. Or play another one. You can choose. And this is going to trigger the level 3 effect again. So you can use this to reuse your searchers to increase consistency. But what is also nice? Okay, he does not have alliance on the card. Does this mean that you can't do the double alliance form with him? Not really. Because you can do this. You can... Let's say you have the alliance Lapmon on board. Or you play it with the double Typhoon. And you get out of bridging. You can use the Lapmon to give alliance to your Hookie. Then Digivolve. Kill this Lapmon and play it again. And then use the effect to give alliance again. So you end up with the same setup. You have alliance 2 times on this card. And you can do the whole combo the same way. And also as a small bonus, his Inheritage gives you extra 1000 GP on this stack, or it's suspended. It's going to be most of the time. Yeah. So I would say the Inheritage is not as good as the other ones, but the effect to replay cards and keep reusing your level 3s is very good. For the level 5s, these are pretty simple. 4 of the yellow one Chile and 3 of the purple one. The yellow one, they do pretty much the same thing. They both have alliance on the card. They both play level 3. This one plays from a hand, this one plays from trash. And their end of attack, basically you do your combo. You're going to finish on this normally. And you have a level 3 suspended that you use it to alliance with. The end of attack lets you return this either to the hand with this one or the trash with this, and then play another one or the same one again, so you can trigger the on-play effect from them. I run more of this because it's better as a starter, because you can play from hand, you don't depend on having things on trash. But thanks to the Lapmon Accent Body, this one also can act as a starter sometimes, because if you use this, you can fresh your level 3, and then when you get to this, you can play level 3 from trash, so you can still play around it. Each game this one becomes better than this, because you can start playing from trash without depending on having level 3s on your hand. And finally, the star of the show, the level 6s. So first, Medieval. This is the best card in the deck by far. This does much more in this deck than it does in any other deck, because you do the basic combo. So we're going to choose the stack here during the alliance. Each has a green with 2 colors, so it's searchable by the level 3s. Okay, you do the Digivolve here. You are going to suspend on Digimon, delete one Digimon. In this deck, you are always going to have at least one other suspended Digimon, and in some cases even more, because if you do the double ice combo, you're going to have even more Digimon on board. So you can suspend something from the opponent, and at this point you can delete 17k or less. If you only have one, you can delete 14k or less, which is still a lot. So you can delete very big bodies with this. But it does not end there, because at the end of the attack, you're going to trigger the level 5 Inheritage, attempt to hand your trash, play it again, and since you play the Digimon, you can trigger the other effect from the Medieval. You can again suspend something and delete something with the same amount of TP as the other effect. Not only that, it does not end there. It also has a lines, so you can, on the following turn, if this survives, you can use this with your other Digimon to alliance again, and sometimes trigger the Inherited to Digivolve. So it has amazing synergy with this deck. The other level 6 I run, Quantum Moon. This one is good because this one is only, his removal is based on deletion. So if the opponent has protection or on deletion effects, this is not ideal. For these situations, have this. The removal is placing the card on top of Scourge, which gets around a lot of protections in this game. Even protections against return to hand or return to deck can't really get around this. So it's very good. The main disadvantage is that it costs a lot of memory to do this. And unlike the Medieval, it does not have any kind of floodgate effect to disrupt the opponent's turn. It just avoid it that it stays there. Can become unaffected by Digimon, but does not really do anything against the opponent during the turn. And finally, my last level 6, kinda, Digimon. It's useful to remove very big bodies in situations where the Medieval cannot really do that. For instance, if you're playing against Gallantmon Accent body, they usually can get you over 20,000, so this cannot get you over them, but this can, because you can suspend the Digimon and then delete the low DP. And it also serves as defense, because you're going to have it suspended at the end of the combo, and then they're forced to attack each. It's going to fortitude and delete something else, so it's decent in some situations. Now, these are level 6s too, but I consider them to be level 7s. Why is that? Because this is your defense for the deck. You can devolve it either on top of your level 5s, but you can also devolve on top of the MedievalGallantmon because it has the Vortex for your trade. So you usually are going to end your combo with this and something else. If they attack carelessly, you can just message devolve into this, bottom deck one of the Digimon, unsuspend, you block the attack. So it's very useful. You can also use this offensively, so if your deck survives and they only have 2 security, you can attack the security with this, then devolve here for 1, attack this with security, clear the last security. The fire ace is going to trigger when you suspend your Digimon and it's going to unsuspend, and then you can do the last attack with this. It also has Vortex. You can hard play it as an option to remove something that is suspended. And the funny part is sometimes your opponent is going to suspend their bodies to play around Medieval, because Medieval should suspend them and hit the Scorch. But since they have suspended Digimon, you can easily play this and then bottom deck the Digimon and attack the other. So it's kind of funny because they try to play around the Medieval, but then you use the Zephaga to charge the bird anyway. And the other level, the actual level 7 of the deck is the Chaosmon of Outdoor Armor. I'm still not very sure about this, but I'm testing it because it's a level 7 with 2 colors. You can technically, when you have a level 6 Oregon board, especially if it's this, and you do another alliance combo, you can use the level 3 inheritor to evolve here for 2 less, so it's going to cost 3, and then you're going to gain 1 memory from his effect. Another cool thing you can do with this is if you manage to get 2 level 6 on the board, one of them being the Quantum, you can do the DNA draw, because Quantum has yellow, and this can do DNA with yellow and green. So Quantum and any other of the level 6, you can DNA into this, gain 2 memory back, suspend 2 Digimons and 2 Tamers, do an extra attack. If somehow you don't win the game with this yet, you have partition and you can replay the 2 Digimons. So theoretically there are some cool things you can do with this. Okay, and that's it for the Digimon. Now for the Tamers. First, Shot. Shot is the most important Tamer of the deck, because what you can do with this is, let's say you do the combo with the Medieval, you have another Digimon here. If you have a Shotter, you can... Usually your other Digimon is going to be unsuspended again, because you play each again from the stack. And then on the end of their turn you can use the Shotter to unsuspend the Medieval, and then for Vortex into one of the Digimon and Alliance again. So this lets you remove one extra body by attacking. If this has a stack, so let's say this has a level 4, or you can dissolve this body now, you can go to level 5. And let's say you start the turn with something like this. So you manage to play another level 3. You manage to do this, and then you had enough memory to actually evolve the other level 3. Let's see, you had something like this. What Shota allows you to do is, you can do the first alliance combo, evolve this, using the level 3 inherited effect. Evolve this, using the level 3 inherited effect as well. This is going to play another level 3. You can trigger the medieval early to suspend the delete to one more thing. So you can trigger the range evolving and the second range evolving due to play something. End of turn, you can use the shot to unsuspend this. End of attack is going to also play this unsuspended. And then you can attack with Vortex, Alliance again, and trigger this again. So you can do another level 6 here. And you could even use this inherited here to devolve this into the Valdoran to do extra checks, since you are going to have piercing. And that's why I like it to run a shot. So I ran 2 copies, mostly because of consistency. I never want to actually see 2 of this. I only want to see 1. This extra one, it provides some value, but it's very diminishing return, so it's not really worth it to play a second one, more for assistance. And then the other thing we will play is Mimi. Similarly, you never want to see more than one of her. If you have her on the early game, she's very good, but late game she's not as good, so 1 copy is fine. And she helps you when you do the combo where you climb to level 5. You can suspend her to hatch and increase the speed of the deck. And she's also a memory setter, which helps because this deck suffers from choking sometimes. Now my social options, I run 4 agility trainings into the waterfalls. I don't like running memory boost because it's not cost efficient. This one are cost efficient because training costs 2, and then you reduce the development cost by 2 on the delay, and this costs 3, and then you play a level 3 for free, which usually will cost 3. So, but yeah, training is amazing because you can always use all of your trainings, even if you have 4 on the barrel area. Let's say you go out of bridging with something like this. So you are going to use 1 training to evolve into the level 4, another training to evolve into the level 5 for 1. This is going to play another level 3. Then you can use another training to evolve this into the level 4. Use the other training to evolve into level 5 again. Play another one. So basically you can always use all of your trains. You can never have 2 main trains on the barrier. And then you can do the alliance combo with these 2 and evolve both into a level 6. So trainings are always good. The double typhoon, it's not as good as this because double typhoon usually you only really want to run in your barrier. If you have multiple, you can use it to play extra level 3s for more assertions, but it does not provide the same kind of value as the extra trainings. But this is still a very good searcher because it excavates 3, and then you can also grab tamers with this, not from Digimon. So it's very good. And the other 2 options I run, Hidden Potential. This is very good in some scenarios. It's not a perfect card because if you do this with a simple 1-stack combo, you are going to miss out on attacking because you're going to have to spend the stack that you would use to attack. But if you have no other place, it's still useful to get into your level 6. It is especially good when you have extra bodies on the board or you play something with the double typhoon, because then you can use the extra bodies spend and still do the normal combo on your stack, but having one evolution for free. And the last one is this Scramble. It's very situational, which the discount on the evolution is useful when you have like Shoto to put in rush to memory, and then you need to devolve into the level 5, and this lets you devolve for 2 instead of 3, so you can use this to keep turning. And the delay is kinda like a double typhoon, but more situational, because you can only play Tron Trash, and it depends on you not having Digimon on board, but having each at one copy can be useful sometimes. Now, to give some explanations, because I run some very strange numbers in the deck, right? I run only 7 level 4s, a lot of level 3s, and only 7 level 6s that are actually targets for the lines conv. But I'm going to explain why I do this. For any of the combos, or at least the main one, you are always going to need 2 level 3s, 1 level 4, 1 level 5, and 1 level 6. Because you're going to get out of bridging, climb to the level 4, climb to the level 5, the level 5 is going to play another level 3. And then you are going to draw the lines combo to evolve into your level 6s. By this logic, I try to keep these 3 at 7, the same amount, because I only need 1 of them for the combo. And this one I have 14 because I need 2, so it's double of the 7. Basically dash. And since you have the double typhoons and the trains to search, and the level 3s this age also search, you usually can find the pieces you are missing. So I try to run the deck at this optimized ratio to increase the probability of being able to do the combo launch. But that's it. If anyone has any suggestions on other cards I haven't considered for the deck that could work very well, or some other opinions on the number of copies I run from some cards, if I should run more or less, feel free to comment, and that's it.